Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to make one last video before I got him out of here. Shout out to Andre. He just sent me this story on Facebook. Basically, it's about a Virginia couple. They're an interracial couple. The mother is black and the father is white. And the father took 3 of his biracial daughters to Walmart. And a Walmart customer, I guess, got concerned because when they saw the kids with this white man, they thought that possibly this white man kidnapped the kids. And they ended up calling the police, and the police came to their house to pay them a visit. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip right now, and then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
He saw the children with your husband, and he didn't think that they fit. And I said, what do you mean by they don't fit?
A Prince William County father targeted by Walmart security, suspected of possibly kidnapping his 3 little girls, all because they aren't the same race. Fox 5's Marie Nume starts us off tonight. Marie?
Brian, they are an interracial family living in Woodbridge, and both the father and mother say they are used to getting looks from people when they're out, but neither one of them has ever been suspected of stealing their own children until now. There's no denying they're daddy's little girls, and wherever Joseph goes, his girls do too. Thursday evening, he says he took all 3, as usual, to this Walmart in Woodbridge, this time to cash a check.
They were saying, my daddy, you know, and one would pull me one way and the other would pull me the other way.
Joseph says they weren't there long, but spent a few extra minutes in the parking lot while he buckled the girls in and then made a phone call. He says he then went to pick up his wife, Kina, and as they were arriving home, they were shocked to find a Prince William County police officer waiting for them.
He asks us very sincerely that, hey, you know, I was sent here by Walmart security. I just need to make sure that the children that you have are your own.
I was dumbfounded because I sat there a minute. I was like, did he just ask us if these were our kids, knowing what we went through to get, you know, to have our children? And he took my ID and, you know, he asked my 4-year-old to point out who her mother and father were.
Joseph says the officer told them a Walmart security guard reported seeing him in the parking lot with the girls and thought it was strange. Soon after the officer left, Kina called Walmart demanding an explanation. She says Walmart security denied raising the alarm, saying it was a customer that came forward.
Oh, the customer was concerned because he saw the children with your husband and he didn't think that they fit. And I said, what do you mean by they don't fit? And I was trying to get her to say it. And she goes, well, they just don't match up.
Kina and Joseph say the incident at Walmart is troubling but not surprising. They say throughout their nearly 10-year marriage, they have been subjected to racism in various forms. They say now that their daughters are in the picture, they are speaking out to help shed light on the ignorance that still exists, to show people that love sees no color, especially when it comes to family. Well, we reached out to Walmart for a comment, and they issued a statement saying there is still a lot of unknowns at this time, and we are currently looking into the situation. Joseph and Kina say they will never shop at Walmart again. Brian?
Okay, so you guys just watched the news clip, and you know, a lot of people have a lot of opinions about this online. Some people are saying that it's racism. The family wants people to boycott Walmart. I'm just going to play devil's advocate here. I've been in this situation. If anybody has seen my child, especially my oldest child, both of my kids take their dad's complexion. Their dad is light-skinned. So both my kids take their father's complexion. If you guys have seen my oldest child, for whatever reason, people assume that he's Hispanic or they assume that he's Latino. He's been called everything from a Mexican to a Dominican, but my child is black. So, especially when he was younger, he had extremely curly hair. And I remember one time when I even went to go pick him up from daycare, it was a new daycare worker there. So I go to pick up my son, and she brings me this little adorable little brown-skinned baby. And I'm like, he's cute, but that's not my child. Who is this, you know? And she's like, oh, I thought it was your son. She went off of our skin tones. And me and my son were not the same complexion. So I had to go back there and show her which one was my child. You know, so I've been in situations where people, you know, have met me and they've been shocked, like, oh, I thought his mother would be white, or I thought his mother would be Mexican, or I thought his mother would be anything but black. And it's like, no, my child is black, his mother is black. He just so, you know, happens to have curlier hair and more of his dad's features than mine. My youngest son has more of my hair texture, but his hair is more like a brown color. You know, so kids can come out looking any type of way. You can't control that. So like I said, plain devil's advocate, when you see their daughters right off the bat don't necessarily look biracial. They have a darker skin tone and they have a little bit kinkier hair. So if somebody's looking at them from further away, I can definitely see how somebody could think that these were 3 full black girls, you know, with a white man, and possibly thinking that, you know, this man might be kidnapping them. You know, I'm just the type of person, I think people should be grateful. I think I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather have a police officer come knock on my door and question me if these are my kids or not, as opposed to my kid ending up missing and then somebody comes up, you know, like, oh, well, I seen the kidnapper, but I didn't think anything of it, because hindsight is 20/20. And there's too much crazy stuff out here happening. You know, would they be upset had their child really been kidnapped and people just sat there? Looking at this story, I don't think it came from a racist point of view, because let's be real, if this was a racist person, they never said the person's race. We don't know if this was a black person who made the call, or a white person, or Hispanic or Asian who made this call. But if this was a truly a racist situation, a racist person is not going to care what happens to 3 black girls, or 3 children of color, or 3 minority children. They're not going to give a damn. If this is a racist person and they suspect that a white man is kidnapping 3 black girls, a racist is going to think, good, I hope he kills those 3 black girls. They're not going to think to call Walmart or go talk to Walmart security about their concerns. So I don't think that there was anything racist about this. I think it was generally a concerned person who thought that these kids might have been kidnapped. You know, yes, common sense should tell them that maybe the children are biracial, maybe the children are his. But again, with a lot of the crazy things that are coming up and a lot of things that are happening out here with kids coming up missing, women getting found in basements after 10 years, you can never be too careful. And I just know for me as a parent, I would rather have somebody come question if that's my child, as opposed to just assuming that, you know, that Mexican woman walking out for my child is his mother. You know, so I think because I've been in this situation, you know, I'm not really shocked by it. Like I said, I've had it happen to me before. I know for me, I would be happy if somebody came up, you know, and said they were concerned and they wanted to make sure that my child was not being kidnapped. You know, I don't think that this is Walmart's fault. I think Walmart was just following protocol. A customer was concerned. They took down the license plate number and they sent the police to the home. You know, and it all ended up to be good. You know, this is a couple. They've been married for 10 years. These are their daughters. Everything was proven. No harm was done. You know, so that's just my opinion about the whole situation. I don't find it racist at all. You know, people tend to go off of what people look like. You know, when you see a white child, you assume a white parent. And when you see biracial children, you just never know who that parent may be. You never know somebody's family dynamic, and I think it's better to ask or to be on the side of concern than just assume that everything's okay. So anyways, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the entire situation. All right, deuces.